This is my 2017 Porsche Macan GTS, and I'm going to make a video about it real soon, specifically going over the details of the car, all the pros, all the cons, and the future of my Porsche Macan GTS, the Porsche brand, the Porsche line itself, and potentially what would replace this vehicle in my lineup in the very near future. But spoiler alert, if you've never seen a Porsche Macan review or a Porsche Macan GTS review before, it's pretty epic. It's an awesome car. But first, I want to talk to you guys about a question that I've been receiving here a lot lately, and it has been, number one, how do I get to the point of which I can afford a Porsche? Number one. And number two is, Kevin, how do I invest when I have no money? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. My name is Kevin. Please consider subscribing and giving this video a like if you want to see more content like this and have access to information, tips, tricks, strategies, and ways that you can build wealth, increase your earning potential, create multiple diverse income streams, passive income. Let's get into it. So, how do I afford a Porsche? Let's talk about that. The Porsche brand is not necessarily what first comes to most people's minds when they think of an affordable, cost-effective choice of vehicle. However, it is, in my opinion, a great choice and sound investment for those who understand what they're getting themselves into. Me, myself personally, I bought a 2017 Porsche Macan GTS certified pre-owned from Porsche Perimeter Atlanta. This was my second Porsche purchase. My first was actually a 981 Cayman that we purchased from Hennessy Porsche in Alpharetta. And the big deal is that the certified pre-owned puts you into a peaceful, worry-free state of mind, knowing that any and all repairs would be 100% covered under the manufacturer's warranty. And depending on when you purchase your certified pre-owned, your CPO Porsche, and how many miles, or the miles don't even matter. It's the time of which you purchase it from when it was first registered and titled new. You actually may end up with a better warranty than you would buying a brand new one, which is pretty crazy. But that certified pre-owned, that CPO warranty is actually unlimited mileage. So yeah, it really just comes down to time and age. So the cool part about it for me is it encourages me, I feel, to drive the car as much as possible because the mileage doesn't affect the warranty. But ironically, the warranty is not necessarily the driving factor behind why, because they're relatively extremely reliable vehicles. So it's like a belt and suspenders type situation here. But it's one of those things, hey, good morning. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. But that doesn't necessarily really answer the question of how can I afford to purchase my own Porsche, if you're asking that question, if you have never bought one yourself. But the answer is actually quite easy. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it. But at the same time, I think there's an equally important question that needs to be answered as well, which is, how do I invest when I have no money? And I think that this is of growing concern right now, considering the current financial state that we are in as a country, and many people are in and feeling this right now at home every week, every 2 weeks with their paychecks, their spending, their savings being depleted, their credit cards potentially being maxed out, and just continuously wondering and asking, how do I make this situation get any better before it gets completely worse? And that's why I want to talk to you guys particularly about one of the most commonly asked questions that I receive on almost all of the videos that I have posted here recently, and that is, how do I invest to make money? How do I get on my wealth building journey, my wealth building path, when I have no money to begin with, no money to start with, no money to spare, as all of my paycheck is historically been spent before it's ever been received. And now with the current state of the economy, the high levels of inflation, a pending recession that the Fed is worried about even more than the banks and the huge bank CEOs like Brian Moynihan, how do I position myself and my family to survive and thrive through these tough and challenging economic times? Or, even better, my family is maintaining. We're living paycheck to paycheck, but we're not completely poor or broke. But we do want to improve our financial situation, find ways to invest in stocks, invest in crypto, invest in real estate, and build wealth, increase our income, and find the way and the possibilities of positioning ourselves to be able to make these purchases like a Porsche Macan GTS or any other expensive luxury brand vehicle. Well, folks, I was actually having a conversation yesterday with a really good friend of mine, G.I. Justin. We all went out together. We took both families, took all the kids, the wives, and we jumped on a boat and we just cruised around on the intracoastal waterways here in Northwest Florida along the Emerald Gulf Coast. We went through Destin, we went through Fort Walton Beach, we went through Navarre. We had a great time. We also had a little bit of a hiccup, but I'll share that with you guys a little later in another video. Long story short, we made it. We are here today. But on this ride, Justin and I were having conversations about the state of the economy, the safety of our country, the future of our channels and the content that we plan to bring to our viewers, as well as a variety of different topics as we were sipping on some delicious beverages, by the way. One of which you want to go ask him about. Go check out his channel, go ask him how that monster beer tastes. I don't know if I would have tried that one, but hey, you only live once, right? But anyway, long story short was we were discussing our portfolios and some of the ups and downs that we have seen, the swings in the market, and where we have seen our biggest returns on our investments, and working towards creating content to bring to you all with real world, boots on the ground, insider intel of people who have actually done it and continue to do it, as well as ideas, tips, and strategies to help you all do the same. Now is actually a really kind of strange and tough time to really try to figure this out because the markets are so volatile. The economy is on the brink of a crisis, of a possible collapse. But that just means that we have to be a little bit more patient. We have to be extremely more educated. And we have to be aware of what is going on, what's happening, and mindful of our goals, and turn those goals into plans and strategies, okay? If my goal is to purchase a Porsche Macan GTS, if my goal is to become rich, if my goal is to just something as simple as make more money, well, it's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to develop a plan, write that plan down, and execute on that plan to achieve and accomplish the goals that you have set out for yourself. And that's what I want to help you guys do. So with that being said, if I move too quickly in this video, Feel free to adjust the speed, replay it, or just come back and watch the video all the way through. You're more than welcome to take notes. And as always, my information is linked in the description down below if you want to contact me. Now, let's make this happen, folks. A goal is nothing more than a dream or a wish if you don't actually turn that goal into a plan, an executable plan, and then take action, okay? And I'm going to tell you guys one of the easiest and simplest ways to invest, to make lots and lots and lots of money when you have no money to invest, okay? Hear me out. You're going to have to use your time. Plain and simple. How do you get money to begin with on a regular basis through the jobs that you work now? You invest your time with a company, with an employer. You could work at a bank. You could work at Bank of America. You could work at Wells Fargo. You could work at an investment company like Fidelity. You could work for Twitter. You could work for an auto manufacturer like Tesla or Porsche or Ferrari or Maserati or BMW or Ford, Toyota. You can work for an apartment complex as a property management employee, manager. There's a variety of different jobs. You could be a nurse, you could be a doctor, you could be an EMT driver. You could even be like Justin, G.I. Justin. He was a helicopter pilot. There's a variety of ways that you can use your time to invest with a company, with an employer, with a business that will then result in you receiving money by the way of a paycheck. Now, granted, they could pay you and compensate you in a variety of other ways through 401k investment matching. They could pay you with a bonus structure, a commission structure. They could pay you in stocks and ownership. There's a variety of ways in increasing your equity stake in the company. But at the end of the day, this is a common practice that we execute almost instinctively. Inherently, we immediately think we're going to go to school, we're going to get an education, we're going to go get a job, we're going to make money, we're going to save, we're going to invest, we're going to build wealth, we're going to go on about our lives. Not realizing that this is exactly the same and simple and easy way that you can get started investing now with no money. And folks, before we go too deep into this, another simple and easy way to accomplish this goal would be to simply click the link down in the description down below, sign up for Moomoo, get your free stocks, okay? If you open an account with Moomoo, they're gonna give you free stocks. So you would immediately have begun investing with no money. Now, if you deposit money into the Moomoo app account, they will give you more free stocks. But you've only deposited the money. You haven't risked the money in the form of an investment potentially going down on the stocks and ETFs and other investment vehicles that you purchase. You're merely investing money into the platform to have it available for when you do want to take advantage of purchasing stocks, ETFs, cryptocurrency, other non-traditional investing assets and opportunities. They'll give you free stocks, okay? So, number one, if you don't have any money and you want to begin investing, just sign up for Moomoo. You'll already be in the game. Now, we're talking about taking our time as we would normally do and typically do and regularly do with an employer and turning it into money. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I like money. Not like that, but I like earning money. I like making money. And even more than that, I like teaching other people how to do the same, because money doesn't buy happiness. But it can definitely make things a little bit easier to bear in tough times than having that as an added burden on your shoulders when trying to manage all the other challenges that life will throw your way. So let's turn our time into money. And as I was talking to G.I. Justin, we were having this conversation. I was thinking, I said, you know what? I'm going to make a video and I'm going to bring this information to you guys, to my My biggest supporters, my biggest fans, you guys, the subscribers of this channel, who have made all this possible. And that's just it. Use your time and make money. Because over the course of 12 months, 1 year, my channel has grown from 0 subscribers to now almost 63,400, maybe 64,000. And equally notable mention here, my wife's channel has grown tremendously. And she is now approaching, I want to say 85,000 subscribers. And I'd be willing to bet she'll be at 100,000 subscribers by the end of the week. That is some wild growth, folks. But she started at the same time that I did. And we both started with 0 subscribers. But what do? We invested our time to make money. And this is what YouTube offers everybody. An opportunity to trade your time for money by way of YouTube, AdSense, and monetization. What does that mean? What does that entail? How do I get started? Well, folks, I have a variety of different videos that explains all this, as well as a number of other ways to maximize your earning potential through other monetization opportunities that YouTube can bring to you. But let's just keep it simple in this video and say, 1, if you want to know more, feel free to contact me. But 2, all you need is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time within a 365-day period of long-form videos, or I believe it was 10 million views of short-form video within 90 days. So they're giving you 2 options and 2 ways of increasing the ways of which people can reach monetization levels and then become eligible to apply to join the YouTube Partner Program. So how does this get you to invest with no money? Well, let me explain. So if you were to, for example, like G.I. Justin is doing, invest your time, a few minutes a day, to create content and upload videos to the YouTube platform, you too could eventually wind up just like me, Kevin, just like my wife, Squirrel Tribe, and just like countless others have done and are continuously doing now, to build up a library, build up a collection, a database of videos, while also building a following of subscribers, eking you and inching you towards the 1,000 threshold, and accumulating the watch hours and or views needed to be eligible for monetization. I will tell you guys that this can take almost as much time as you make it take. So, for example, I was able to get this channel monetized in probably about less than 3 months, and my wife was able to get hers done in less than 2 months. It was about a month and a half that she was able to do it. Now, I know that some of you are going to say, well, some people never get monetized, and some people have been doing this for years and they still haven't reached that point. And I will agree with you and say that you are 100% accurate. I will not argue that. But I will say that much like a normal job that you would work and you would trade your time for money, you would trade your time and invest in these companies to earn money. Not everyone's going to climb the ranks. Not everyone's going to get promotions. Not everyone's going to improve their resume and find greater opportunities to increase their earnings. And the same rules apply here. You get out what you put in, okay? And we are not dreaming and we are not wishing. We are setting goals and we are making plans and we are executing on strategies to make this happen. And in my opinion, the best way to do that is through consistency, dedication, continued knowledge, and education. And then a close second coming in would be having a network, a collective group of people who have been through it before, know how it works, and can help you along the way. That's where I come in. This is not a plug. This is not a promotion for you to join my membership. But I would say that if you did and you were serious about making something happen and earning income and having the ability to reap the rewards of these returns on investments by just utilizing your time, then I think it would be well worth your investment. Now, with that being said, once it's all said and done, once you've got the subscribers, once you've got the views, once you've gotten approved and accepted into the monetization YouTube partner program, and you can start earning AdSense revenue through Google, you can earn super thanks, you can start getting super chats, you can start selling merch, the list goes on and on. The sky is the limit, folks. Guess what? You have just made money by investing with no money. Because just to be 100% honest with you, blatant, full transparency, with the amount of effort that I put into the content that I create on this particular channel, the return is far greater, several thousands of dollars a month, which exceeds what most people would earn in a typical job after having invested just a few minutes of my time to create these videos and create this content to share with you all. And this is before we get into the added ancillary income, the multiple diverse streams of passive income that are then generated outside of YouTube. I'm only talking about YouTube. But if you've watched my videos here recently, you may have actually seen where I've broken down how much money I make. And it's pretty clear, pretty obvious how this investment that literally required no added cost to get started has been quite possibly the most lucrative, greatest ROI that I have received on any investment to this point, bar none. So it's just as simple as that, folks. If you want to be able to invest with no money, there's a few ways that you can actually accomplish this goal. One of which being what I shared with you earlier in the video, which was by clicking the links in the description down below and signing up for Moomoo and getting free stocks. The other way would be to invest your time, which you already do now for your employer if you are employed, and investing your time into yourself, into your brand, into creating content on the YouTube platform or any other platform for that matter that can then be monetized in a variety of ways, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and using this as a way to build up your following, build up your subscribers, and ultimately begin earning revenue and income from the content that you create. People will then say, well, what kind of content do I create? And that, folks, is going to be dependent upon you. But I do think it would be a great conversation that we should all have together privately, independently, to help you determine what's going to work best for you and provide you with the greatest results as quickly as possible and maximizing your earning potential. One of the options could be, hey, make a channel about a car. Go grab that Porsche Macan GTS and start making content. And although it is a great car, a great vehicle, and a very, very strong keyword in search for the YouTube algorithm, it didn't necessarily align with my goals and my plans. However, I do have a car channel if you guys want to go check it out. But I spend more time on this channel, and I'm slowly working on building several other channels in the background. But it comes down to being smart, being wise, being diligent, and sticking to the plan. And the plan was to make as much money as possible, as quickly as possible. From there, that money can then be used to further invest into stocks, into crypto, into real estate, or into vehicles, which brings me to the answer to the first question, which was asked of how can I purchase, how can I buy, how can I own a Porsche Macan or Porsche 911, Porsche Carrera, Porsche Panamera, Porsche Taycan, Porsche Cayenne. The list goes on and on. Or maybe set your sights even higher, Porsche 918. There we go. Or like Doug DeMuro, Porsche Carrera GT. Congratulations, Doug DeMuro, on purchasing your dream car. Pretty cool. Now, that's just it, folks. Invest your time, make your money, and then go buy what you want. How do you do it? Well, you could easily just take the money you've earned and go to the Porsche dealership, pay cash, slap down a few $1,000s on the table, and drive out with your new Porsche. Or you could utilize your credit and finance the vehicle and or lease the vehicle from the dealership. Although leasing may not be the best option, it is an option. But even better would be to continuously invest in yourself, in your brand, in your content, in your business to make more money. And that is where I would say use your business to purchase your Porsche, to then make that expense an asset, make that expense a cash flow producing asset, make that expense make you more money, make that expense yet another investment that will reap the rewards and produce and bring back tenfold what you spent on it, while at the same time having the ability to enjoy it at the same time. Folks, I hope this information is helpful to you guys. I hope you guys find this very, very useful. I will say that with everything that I've shared with you, what's most important is that you invest in yourself, invest in your knowledge, invest in your education, set goals, turn those goals into plans and strategies and execute. Because we can sit here, we can have these conversations seemingly one-sided because I'm talking to a phone right now all day long. But until you guys get up, until you guys go out there, until you guys start making something happen and taking action, nothing will be done, nothing will get done, nothing will be accomplished. If I would have made this video a year ago, I'd be speaking to no one at that point, really, because I had 0 subscribers. I wasn't getting very many views, but I did have a plan. And my plan was built on the foundation and the basis and the understanding of years and years of knowledge, education, and real-world training and experience behind the scenes of YouTube, understanding and learning the algorithm to gain the greatest reach, greatest exposure, and the maximum amount of growth possible while sticking to the plan. That's key. There's a variety of different topics and conversations that we could have about this, as far as what your goals are, what your plans are, your channel, and how to reach this pinnacle of success, this return of investment, producing money while having no money available to invest. I hope this video finds you all well. I hope you guys are doing great. I have faith in you. I have confidence in you. You're smart, intelligent people. Go out there, make something happen, and then share your message with someone else, just like I'm doing with you guys. Encourage them to do the same, take their steps, build their plans, build their strategies, execute, and continue this process. There's no need to struggle. There's no need to live in a state of financial disparity. There's no need to worry about the pending recession and massive amounts of inflation and possible economic collapse when you have a plan and a strategy to invest wisely, generate income in a variety of different ways, maintain your level of diversity. Remember, folks, my 3 pillars: diversity, security, and cash flow. Make it happen. You guys got any questions, feel free to reach out. All my links are in the description down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that share button too. Until next time, you guys take care, be safe. I'll see you real soon. Bye.